I've always been a lover of agriculture. Right from when I was very small. When I was a little girl, my first chicken that I reared was 4 pieces. My mom, yes, my mom gave me money to go and get tira, all these tira that Muslim children used to instead they are going to the Arabic school.
Okay.
Because my mom is a Muslim.
Okay.
So she gave me money to go and buy the tira. So as I was going, I just met that man hawking those cocktails. I was just like, wow, I love this thing. I just used the money to buy it. And I took it home. My mom was like, what happened? I thought you could not buy something else.
They say what a man can do, a woman can actually do better. This is actually the story of Mrs. Abodem, who actually started his poultry farm after he married her husband. In this video, he talks about some of the challenges and what actually motivated him to actually start his poultry farm. Don't forget to like this video, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to actually subscribe to this channel. So let's dive into the video.
Okay. So, can you please introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Mrs. Abodem Tobilova. I'm the manager of Obo Farms.
Okay, yeah. You are into poultry farming.
Yes.
And some others like seedling and other farming in general.
Yes.
So, can you tell us? Can you take us through the how you actually started your farm, I mean the poultry and the seedlings stuff like that?
Well, I've always been a lover of agriculture. Right from when I was very small.
Okay.
When I was a little girl, my first chicken that I reared was 4 pieces. My mom gave me money to go and get tira, all these tira that Muslim children used to instead they are going to the Arabic school.
Okay.
But my mom is a Muslim.
Okay.
So she gave me money to go and buy the tira. So as I was going, I just met that man hawking those cocktails. I was just like, wow, I love this thing. I just used the money to buy it. And I took it home. My mom was like, what happened? I thought you to go and buy something else. You came home with chicken. I said, yes, I wanted the chicken. She said, okay, you want it? She said, yes, no problem. She gave me money to go and buy feed for the chicken. And she gave me another money to buy the tira. Okay. So that was how I started. But officially, I started when I got married to my husband. Okay. Because he was the one who owns the farm. Before I overtook the farm from him and I expanded it and took it to the higher level.
Okay, so now, so far so good. You took it over and like how many years ago?
Well, let's say 10 years. It's over 10 years, but let's say 10 years.
Okay. So now, can you share some of your experience, the challenges that you have faced as far as this?
Well, the challenging part of it is the brooding stage. Wow. I will not deceive you, especially for the turkey. Broilers, I find that one very easy. Each individual has one that they feel more comfortable with. Yes. As I complain about turkey, that I prefer raising broilers. Okay. Some people will tell me they prefer raising turkey. Okay. So we all have our individual differences. Okay. So the challenging is in the brooding stage because turkey naturally they don't eat much from that day 1 to 7 days. Okay. That first week is always very challenging. So I personally, when I want to rear turkey like that, I will have to buy broilers, add baby chicks to them. Okay. So those then we teach them how to eat and drink water. So with that, I don't have much challenge.
So, okay. So now let's talk about growing of your farm. So what are the challenges you face in growing your farm? Because now I see that your farm have a little bit expand and you are now moving into slaughtering and as in broiler chicken, sales of chicken, I mean.
Yes.
So because in our previous video interview, we discovered that how you actually start and you were into at that time broiler breeder, layers, and now we're talking of slaughtering of frozen food. So what actually motivates you into going to frozen food?
Well, from time I've always wanted that frozen food.
Okay.
I've always wanted it. But the challenging part has been funds. Okay. I must confess it has not been easy, but God has been faithful. My husband has been very supportive, and we also have the support of other family and friends to help in the growth and the enlargement of the farm. But the truth is, it has not been easy because of funds and the economy in Nigeria. So when we started, I just started small. When I take my breeder eggs to the hatchery, it hatches. When I get the baby chicks, I sell. There are some marketers that are ready to buy. But I just decided, let me just bring some home. Okay. I will rear it and sell it for people that buy 4 weeks. Those that want to rear to a particular event. Maybe they have ceremonies or those that want to wear it towards December. So I just started like that. And bit by bit, it started growing. People started demanding. Then later, people just come. Someone just told me, and I want to go and buy frozen food in town because where I stay is in India, and there's an outskirts of Ibadan.
Okay.
So I was just like, and the person just asked me, can't you supply? I said, well, for now I don't have. I now thought about it. I've always wanted this thing. There definitely is a good business in this our remote area that is different. Is a bit far from town. Anything you want to get, maybe you want to buy 1 kilo, 2 kilo, you have to travel all the way to town. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try. And I started. And God has been faithful. At least I've supplied to, let's say, 10 people for now.
What is the profit? Is it profitable?
Well, I would say it is profitable. It is profitable because any business you are doing because of the profits. Fine, the profit margin is not that large and it's not that much.
Okay.
So I will say probably it's because it is not that much for now.
Okay.
Then there is a little bit of stress attached to it. The reason is in this our area here, we have challenge with lights.
Okay, that means you have to sort for generator.
Exactly. So because of that, the freezer I had, it was this due to insufficient, inadequate power supply
yes.
that caused that freezer to have problems. So presently, I don't have a blast freezer.
Okay.
So what I do is I will call it point and kill.
Okay.
So when people just call me, I need 5 kg, I need 10 kg, this and this, or then I advertise my social media pages.
Okay.
So when people just show interest, then I will slaughter and I will deliver to them. So presently, I don't deliver less than 5 kg because of the stress.
Okay, that's the minimum.
That's the minimum I supply for now. Okay. But by the time I have enough money to get freezer, a bigger one, I can just kill them, store them in the freezer, blast them. Any kg, 1 kg, half kg, any I can just supply. But for now, the minimum is 5 kg.
Okay, so now with the level you have gone so far, if you wanted to actually advise someone that wanted to go into poultry, we advise the person to actually start. How will you advise the person to actually start his or her own poultry?
Well, for somebody that is starting for the first time, what I always advise is start small so that the risk will not be much. Okay. Because poultry farming is not for the weak.
It's not for the weak.
It's not for the weak. It's not. You need to have mind because anything that has to do with livestock is a 50-50 chance. You might be lucky, you raise 100 birds and all 100 survive. You might also be very lucky. Don't let me use the other word.
Okay.
That you raise 100, 50 will survive. You might raise 100, 30 might survive. So just start with the risk you can accommodate.
The shock that
the shock you can absorb. Okay. Let's assume if this all of these 50 die, you can manage it. So you can start with that amount.
Okay, definitely. It's like anyone that actually wanted to start should also consider his own pocket.
Of course.
Because if you don't consider the pocket, if you say you wanted to look at the profit.
You remind me so much of someone that I know.
Okay.
She heard there is money in broiler business. So she ventured into it. She collected 1 carton of broiler chicks. The first week, normal. First 7 days, they will be eating bit by bit. They don't started eating. When they got to like 2 or 3 weeks and they started eating much, she started crying that she doesn't have money to feed them. I was like, you are interested in the profits. You did not consider the money you used to feed them. So because broiler eats much, and there's one beauty about broiler chickens. The more they eat,
the more they get bigger.
So as much as you feed them, you see them very big. You see your profits there. But you have to consider the money for their feed because their feed is very expensive. And personally, me, I use Breed Well Professional because with that one, they will just be doubling in size. Just give them enough food, enough water.
So now let's talk about the feed part before we actually conclude this video. How are you able to cope with this high cost of feeding?
The truth is, it's not easy. I must confess, it's not easy. It's not. But it's just that it is what I am interested in. It is not what I was forced into.
Okay.
So as long as it is based on interest, even when it is not comfortable, you still squeeze out money to get it.
Okay.
To get the feed. It's not easy at all.
Not easy. That's the truth. Thank you for granting this interview. We hope in the future we'll talk more about poultry business, and we hope that we'll have increase your more and more and enlarge your farm.
Amen. No, I pray by then I will have blast freezer. I will just show you my freezer in my video like this. Now you see my chicken there.
Okay, that will be a very interesting one. So don't forget to like this video, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So we're gonna see you in our next video.
Thank you. Bye bye.
This one now.